I don't know why you make an apparatus that goes on your watch that's supposed to check your steps when it's a fraud.
It's a fraud.
It's a total fraud, Samantha. Do you know this?
Well, I think you've just figured out that if you move your arm well enough, that you count steps.
And I am the first person to take a shortcut, find a way to cheat, and I'm mad at that it's this easy to do.
I'm sorry, what?
I am mad because I'm putting in the steps. I'm not just moving my arms. I'm stepping. Sometimes at work, I'm pushing things. My arms aren't free and I'm stepping. I'm doing the work and I'm not getting the credit for the steps. Maybe I'm thin and I don't even know it. I'm just saying, hey?
You're I'm thin and you don't.
Maybe I'm thin and I don't even know it because my Fitbit's not counting my steps properly.
Okay. Yes, that's exactly it, Lisa.
I'm just saying.
That's it.
Make it an ankle monitor, dear Fitbit.
Dear Fitbit, fix this.
Dear Fitbit, I'm not impressed.
Welcome to another episode of I Shake My Head with Lisa and Sam.
Hello, friends of the podcast.
Hello, everybody.
I felt I was podcasting again.
Oh, no.
Oh, it came back. It came back. Like a dirty old penny. It just came back. I tell you. That's
Lisa,
fine.
how are we gonna get you to stop that?
I don't know, right? Because I just can't, apparently. Some days I can, some days I can't. It just
some days you're on, some days you're off.
You never know what Lisa's actually going to show up for the recording, right? Is it the
Which
podcasting Lisa or the podcasting Lisa? Hard to say. Hey.
Oh my goodness.
Just depends on the day, Samantha.
Are you splitting? Like, do we need to worry? Are we going to have is it the 5 Faces of Eve? Do you remember that? The 5 Faces of Eve?
I don't know. Right now, I've been wondering since we started recording what's going up in the sky here because my eyes are just permanently fixed on something up above. Look up, way up, and there's nothing there but my eyes.
It's like a cat or a dog when they're like staring into a corner and it's like, what are you staring at?
I know. Friends of the podcast, we're going to post this part of the podcast so you can see me looking up at the sky at nothing, probably for the whole podcast.
For the whole podcast, yeah. Right? She always looks a little bit up.
I'm a little bit up, and I don't know why.
We don't know.
Because I feel like I'm looking at you, but only with one eye or something. I don't know. I don't know, Samantha.
I'm making an observation.
Okay, tell me.
I think that we need to get those fancy ring lights so that we always look a little bit better than we're supposed to.
Well, I have that one that the HHG gave me.
I'm going to suggest that you start using it. And then I'm going to go
as good as I need to.
And then I'm going to go get one so that we can always have flattering soft light.
Flattering soft light as opposed to, what do we have now? Harsh everyday light.
Harsh everyday light.
Harsh everyday light. Samantha, we are women in our 50s. We don't need the light to make us look pretty. We are beautiful inside and out.
I'm going to take some light.
You're going to take the light?
Take the light.
You also will take the filler. You'll take the Botox. I will not take, I won't. But I probably would take some light.
Yes.
It's like, remember when I accidentally did the Muffin Man on the TikTok and I accidentally put a filter on? Yeah, I remember. And I had like these crazy, crazy big lips.
They were not your lips.
They were not my lips, but I didn't even notice that they were not my lips. I just thought I looked a little bit smoother than usual.
Don't we all wish we looked a little bit smoother in real life?
I don't know. There's something to be said for those filters, I guess. Okay. How's your week been?
It's been good. The weather's been decent. That's good.
Right? I think we've turned the corner.
We have turned the corner.
We turned the corner, Samantha. I think we're in summer.
Just like 2 weeks ago, we had snow.
Just right. We were having a blizzard and now we're like footloose and fancy free.
Yeah. And now the sun is coming and it's going to sear us to death. So we go from frigid temperatures to we're going to sizzle you to you just can't sizzle anymore.
Right. We totally do. Right. So now it's that time. It sounds like all we do is complain about the weather. And I guess we do.
Oh my God. We're in the prairies. That's all. It's like our form of like quick small talk.
Yeah, because now it's like it's getting too warm, but too cold still in the morning.
Oh yeah, it's still a little chilly in the morning.
Right? And
Yeah.
still a little chilly when you're sleeping with the fan on.
Uh-huh. But now
Right?
we're also talking about, is the weather good for the farmers? Because now we've gone the other way.
Now we're concerned about them.
Now we're
Now we're
concerned about the
concerned,
farmers.
right? And half of Alberta's burning down,
Oh God, yes.
right?
It's not New
So
Orleans is sinking, as Alberta is on fire.
Alberta is burning, man, and I don't want to swim. I don't
Swim?
know.
I don't know.
I don't know what it is. All right, all right, all right. I'm not dancing over it. I'm not sugarcoating it. It's a bone to pick, and the bone to pick is with you. Really, Samantha, you needed to post a TikTok about your ice cream.
Yes, I did. Oh my God. I just
Really?
could, you know what? It was a beautiful day. I took advantage of it. I was like, I'm here. I'm going to do this. And I got 2 scoops in a waffle cone and I didn't feel bad about it.
What flavor did you get?
Well, I'm calling it the Sammy cone.
The Sammy cone.
Yeah, it's a Sammy cone. It's
Please don't tell me there was bubble gum.
oh my God, of course there
Ugh.
was.
Of course there was. Of course there was bubble gum
Bubblegum ice cream and strawberry and banana.
and strawberry and banana.
Yeah,
Okay.
I felt I needed some fruit
I
with
was
the
gonna say,
bubble
'cause
gum.
that's a new addition to the lineup.
Well, it looked enticing, so I thought I gotta look somewhat adulty, but still have my bubblegum ice cream.
Right, right. And then you needed to post it and you needed to goad and you needed to rub it in.
Yeah, but you know what? I
Yeah.
felt the world needed to know that you need to go get an ice cream, and Lisa wasn't getting one today. Ha 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 ha.
And Lisa
ha.
didn't get one today. And actually, you know what? And then it brings me back to my bitterness that I'm still carrying over from last summer about all of the DQ coupons that Lisa didn't get to participate in.
Which, by the way, I found them.
And did they expire?
I didn't even look.
You need to check that out, Samantha. That's really the kicker.
That is
It's
the kicker.
really the kicker. But you know what I think? You're right. I think we need more ice cream in our lives this summer.
I think it's a necessity.
Like Mike's been eating ice cream, but he just eats vanilla, hey?
Oh, I mean, that's okay.
Like he doesn't put a stitch of nothing on it, just a bowl of vanilla ice cream.
Sometimes that's all you need in your life.
No. That's
I
not the
think
ice
we
cream.
we should go on an adventure. There is a cool little ice cream shop. It is towards Rosthern, I believe.
Oh, okay.
It's outside the city. It's
Yeah.
maybe a half-hour drive, but it's called Little Bean, and it's owned and operated by a couple of younger ladies. And they
Okay.
started this a couple years ago, and I've been wanting to go because they have treats that you are going to love.
Oh, well, let's go live on location one day.
I think we should, because
Sure.
they have everything. They have Dole Whip. They have ice cream. They do like an ice
Nice.
cream nacho thing. They do bananas.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
it
banana
looks
split. You had me at
banana
banana split.
Mhm. So
Right?
I feel like this might be,
Okay.
a little bit of an adventure for
So
us,
if you were
Lisa.
going to make, now that we're talking about banana splits and they're near and dear to my heart, if you were going to make a banana split, and I know it's not your go-to because
No, it
you
is
don't like
not.
you don't like the pineapple, you don't like the pineapple
No,
topping. Okay,
no.
but let's just say you could make any type of banana split. What would your banana split look like? I don't know this about you.
I think it would just be vanilla ice cream with because I don't mind the banana part.
Right.
Probably more strawberry than pineapple.
Okay.
Maybe some chocolate
Would
sauce,
you do the
maybe
hot
caramel
fudge?
sauce.
You
Yeah,
do a
I'd probably do.
caramel.
Yeah, I like hot fudge, but I like
Oh.
caramel too.
Have you had the pineapple?
Yes, I mean it's fine, but it's not my go-to.
Delicious. It's
It's
nobody's go-to
No,
except
you
on a
love a
banana
banana
split.
split. You
I
can't
do.
make people love banana splits.
Why? I feel
You
that
can't. I don't care what you
oh,
think. I don't care.
I feel
don't
that the
care.
banana split just does not get the credit it deserves.
You know what? And at this age, Lisa, you should just be over that.
I'm not going to be over it. I'm going to continue my love of banana splits. And I just think, I think you don't give them a good enough try. You're always like, not a banana split. I'll have a peanut butter
Okay.
parfait.
Well, yes, I guess.
Right.
Mhm.
What did a banana split ever do to you?
Actually, if I'm being honest, I'd rather have a DQ Blizzard. So
You take the blizzard before the banana split?
for sure, I would.
So you're at the Dairy Queen. Let's paint the scenario, friends of the podcast. We're at the Dairy Queen. You can have anything you want. What are your 2 things you're picking?
A DQ Blizzard.
Okay. What flavor?
Probably the Oreo or mint chocolate. I like.
You always like that one. And what's your second? What's your go-to? They say, oh, sorry, Blizzard machine's down.
Crispy Crunch.
No, there's no Blizzard.
Oh, there's no Blizzard.
Blizzard machine is down. Blizzard
Hot fudge
machine is
sundae.
out of orders.
Hot fudge sundae. Yeah.
Do you get hot fudge on the bottom and the top like I do?
No.
I feel you don't. I feel you're just on the top.
I feel like that's just whatever they give me is fine.
I feel I make adjustments to that, right?
You know what? When you make ice cream difficult, that says something about you.
I know it does.
When you make ice cream difficult, it really just tells the world a few things.
It says I'm creative. It says I'm creative.
Nope.
And
Nope,
I
it
think
doesn't.
outside of the box. That's what
No,
it says.
No, it
Totally. My go-to is always the banana split, and then I'm getting the Mr. Misty.
Oh, because you like those.
I do, because like a slush puppy, right?
Yeah,
Takes me
I know.
back
That's
to my days.
bleh.
So, okay, let's I hope that this pertains to you and you just haven't said something about it yet. I've been waiting. I heard about it on Monday, but I didn't hear from you. And I'm like, is she sitting on it? Has she not checked it? When are you going to let me know? When are you going to tell me that we're $5 million richer?
We are not.
What?
I was
Somebody
hoping
won $5 million in Saskatoon.
I know, but I was hoping that would be like the stuff that you buy.
No, because this was one in Saskatoon and I was just away.
Oh, and I didn't buy tickets last week, so there would be the problem.
Are you serious? So I go away and I continue buying tickets in Ontario, and you take a rest.
You didn't win in Ontario?
No, you're not. I just because I'm there doesn't mean I'm going to win. But you couldn't have won here because you didn't bother to play.
No. Oh
You took
my
a
God.
rest.
Yes, but someone is $5 million richer. Congratulations, whoever that person is.
And
That's
it's not us,
fabulous.
because you dropped
And
the ball,
apparently Lisa's upset.
right? Because you dropped the ball.
Whoa,
right?
I am 2 for 2. Screwed her over in ice cream, and now screwed over
her to
in
money.
the lotto.
Right, and now the lottery that was won. Yeah, screw you, Lisa. That's it's funny when you screw over your best friend 2 times in 1 week. It says a lot about somebody.
It's not okay. The first one was on purpose because I didn't care that I was having ice cream without you.
Right.
Because
fine.
I just needed it in my life. But
and
the
that's
lotto,
fine.
I just forgot.
You just forgot.
Yeah,
All right.
you know.
Okay. Well, good.
Uh-huh.
Thank God we don't pick numbers, because boy,
Could you imagine?
no, I'd be having your head on a platter right now. That's what I'd be doing.
I would have had to relocate.
You would have gone in the witness protection plan. Your new name would have been like Jane Bumblebee or something weird like that. Right? You'd be dark hair to match your eyebrows, and the whole bit. Right?
It would have been horrendous.
I'd be like, I'm looking for Sam. And they'd be like, we know nobody named Sam. There is somebody new to the city. Her name is Jane Bumblebee. Right? And she's dark hair. Right? You would be having to go under that.
Yeah.
For sure.
That's funny.
Sure.
Okay. But I need to talk about this.
Okay.
I apparently have started to take TV show advice from Kelly and Mark. You know our buddies Kelly and Mark?
As in live from?
Yeah, Kelly and Mark.
Okay. Hang on. So we've gone is this a full circle moment, Samantha? Last time we talked about Kelly and Mark, I was trying to convince you that we had not given him a fair chance yet.
I'm fully on board.
And so is the HHG. She messaged me last night saying, I like Mark.
Yep.
I'm like, okay.
He's loose now. Now he's loose.
Now he's loose, right? It's all like loose. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
he's loose.
tell me. I've missed a few episodes. So
okay. Well, they were talking because the beauty of those two is that they actually watch quite a bit of TV. And I'm like, that is dear to my heart because, I love a good show. And they discussed this show called The Diplomat on Netflix. Now I had seen it and I was like, oh, looks boring, blah, whatever. But they're like, no, it's really good. And then they kind of gave a little synopsis. And I was like, I'm intrigued. Okay. So over the weekend,
you binged.
I binged and watched.
That's how you watch.
There's only 8 episodes, so it was easy to binge. And I loved it. And all I thought was, what the hell? What the hell? I am now taking TV show advice from Kelly and Mark. I feel like I need to write them going, guys, whatever you're watching, I need you to tell me.
Right. And
because
then I think you
you
better
pick
get
good
in
ones.
touch with our friend Lori Gelman and tell her you want the heads up on this stuff, right?
If you could just clue me in quicker.
Right. If you could just read the show notes ahead of time and just drop us a line,
Right.
right? We're
And
not
I'm
looking for anything. We're just wanting the TV synopsis.
like, what is my life coming to that now I'm like taking advice from people that they only know through the TV.
You only know through the TV,
I
but
know.
obviously they have a track record of giving you good shows.
Yes.
All
So
right.
here I
Would
am.
I
And
would I like that show?
yes, actually, I think you would because it's about politics.
I know, but God, do I want I'm never gonna sit
It's
down
the
and watch 8
UK.
hours of shows.
She's
Oh, UK, no.
no, 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 no. She's a
No.
US ambassador in the UK,
Mm.
and something happens, and it was such a good ending. I cannot wait. Hopefully there is a season 2.
Can I just watch the last one?
No.
That's how
No.
I
You
base
will
how
never
good my
get it.
shows are.
This is not the This Is Us, okay? Where you jumped in at the
Right?
last season and you only cried for a season.
I
Like,
know, right? That's what
I'm sorry. You
I'm looking
can't.
to replace that in my
Yes.
life.
No, you will not cry. You will just be intrigued as to what
Mm,
happens and the
I don't know.
negotiation tactics and the
I
things
don't
that
know. You
people
know what?
do.
I missed a full week of Mark and Kelly. I'm not there yet. I'm not completely buying in. So I need another week before I jump on board.
Well, the HHG and I, we have good taste. So,
I know you guys do. You do, right? You definitely do. On Netflix last night, I watched the Oprah and Michelle Obama. Did you see that
oh,
one?
I have not seen that yet.
I like that. It
It was good.
reminded me of when we saw her.
Oh, yeah. Well, she
Remember,
was
and you
good when we saw her.
and you remember? Do you remember your initial reaction to that? Do you remember your initial reaction to? Let's role play it. Hey Sam, I got us 2 tickets to go see Michelle Obama, and Sam insert Sam's comment here.
Really?
Really?
It was really good. She was very like
Yes, she
in
was.
person. It was quite the show.
Except she did say hello Calgary when it was Saskatoon.
Yes, she did.
But jet
She
lag
did.
might do that to a person.
Mhm.
So anyways, I recommend that on Netflix because you get Oprah and you get Michelle Obama.
Okay.
And they're good. And that's TV advice from Lisa. So,
Yes, because yeah. This is the woman who watches the news as her like favorite show.
yeah, right. The news and some sports. That seems to be where my interests lie right now.
Okay.
Okay, I gotta Samantha. Oh my goodness, right? I'm having issues and I don't know. I'm mad and then I'm just boiling over. I'm trying to drink more water, right? Because it's good for you. You got to drink your water, drink more water, drink lots of water. So I put water in my special little, you get those little water containers,
Uh-huh.
right? Because you're up in your game, right? You're being all okay. I'm going to do this. I'm up in my game. Bottle of water, not enough. I need special container to really be all in. So I
Uh-huh.
got my special container. I'm all in. I fill it up with water. I sit it on my desk at work. That fucker, you know what it does? It just goads me all day and makes me not drink it, actually. It's actually doing the opposite of wanting to drink it. It's making me mad at it. I just stare at it and I'm like, oh, you think just because you're there,
Okay.
you have some pullover.
And this is the problem. Okay. A container cannot goad you.
It's goading me.
That's you, crazy
No,
lady.
that
This is the
container is chock full of attitude.
This is the 5 faces of Lisa. There's normal Lisa. There's podcast Lisa. There is I don't drink water, Lisa. You're not gonna be the boss of me, water.
Right?
That's you. You've got 3 so far. By the end of the show, you would probably have 10. Like,
Do you
I'm not kidding.
remember when I had the water app and water was trying to be the boss of me again?
Okay, I don't know why you bother to try and drink more water
'Cause
because
it's
all
good
you
for
ever
you.
do is complain, and then you make it sound like it's water's fault. Water is not a person. It doesn't
It's water.
recognize. It doesn't recognize your feelings. It doesn't care if you drink it.
And
It's
that's the
perfectly
problem with
fine.
it.
It's perfectly
that's-
fine
Oh,
not being
Samantha.
consumed by you.
And that's the problem with water, right? Because it doesn't take my feelings into consideration. It just sits there with some big ass attitude. Like, look at me, I'm water. And back when you were a kid, your mama couldn't make you drink me. Then they put me in a plastic bottle, and then I got money for you. And then I got money. Now I got $50 for a container, and now I go in this pretty little container.
Okay,
Oh,
so
water's a bitch.
if you could drink water out of a hose every day, like you
Different.
did when you were a kid, would you drink more
Different.
water?
Yeah, because I loved that. I liked hose water, right?
We
I liked
all
hose
loved
water,
we all loved hose water
right?
as a child.
And
Yes.
hose water didn't feel like punishment,
No, it felt adventurous. Ooh,
right?
we're drinking out of the hose.
Right? Water in the 70s and the 80s when you were like, "Hey mom, can I have a glass of juice? Why don't you just have a glass of water?" Punishment. Water out at Marnie Petter's backyard from the hose, not punishment. Pleasure.
No, pleasure. Yes.
Water in my jug
So,
at work, punishment.
okay. Okay. So then let's roll that back. Let's roll it back to when you were a child. So
Okay.
basically, if someone gave you a glass of water, that was a punishment. If you drank
Punishment.
water out of a hose, it was woohoo, this is fun.
Pleasure.
Right?
Good times.
So why would you think as an adult that you would change your attitude about water in any receptacle?
Because I grew up.
But did you?
I don't
Did you really
know.
grow up, Lisa? Did you
I
really? Okay.
I feel like I did.
I feel like you haven't because
And
you haven't
then-
gotten over the fact that you feel water is punishment. Your words, you said it. Let's
Right.
roll it back.
Totally.
You said water
it's-
was punishment.
It's the exact same way I feel about walking. Had a heart attack, had to walk, punishment. Punishment, right?
But okay, so but that being said,
I don't like
you
being told what to
actually
do.
keep track of your walking and now are officially upset with your Fitbit because it isn't accurately
because it's
keeping track of your
because it
walking.
also is goading me. And it's not being accurate. It's not being truthful. I feel I have a
Oh my
healthy
God.
relationship with my Fitbit.
You have a strange relationship with all things, actually.
Oh,
But today it's water and Fitbit.
today it's water, right?
Oh my God. Okay. Like
it's water.
just drink it. Don't drink it. Water doesn't have feelings. Let's just remind ourselves water doesn't have feelings.
Well, I'll do that tomorrow. I'll be at my desk and maybe I'll do a TikTok tomorrow from my office and I'll be like, okay, dear water. And then dear water will be like just sitting there with its rearing its ugly attitudey head going, come on, you better drink. And you should just drink not just one of these. You should probably drink two of them. Oh, now water has expectations of me too.
It's because
It's not
you
a
think
good
water has
relationship.
expectations that you don't want to drink it.
Yeah, right. Don't expect things from me, water. If I drink,
don't
if I finish you, then I finish you. That's a bonus. If I don't, I don't. I shouldn't feel bad.
I don't think water has any expectations.
My water bottle says differently. It says differently, Samantha. It's not good. It's not easy being me right now.
It is hard being you, Lisa. But something fun happened for you over the weekend. Let's go back a bit, shall we?
Yeah.
Roll it back.
Yeah.
Let's
so
talk about
fun.
it. Let's talk about the coronation.
Shall we? We shall. We certainly should do that, Samantha.
How did it go for you, Lisa?
Okay, well, first off, it was a little bit rushed, right? Because I was flying home because I was visiting Ottawa and visiting my kid sister who turned 50. And I was flying home on Friday. My flight was supposed to land in Saskatoon at 7:00 at night. Plenty of time to get ready for the coronation. That was starting at 2 a.m. Right? Had a hat to make, right? Because I, leave it to the last minute, Lisa. Had a hat to make. Here's the thing, right? Still felt I gave myself lots of time until said flight got changed and my flight arrived at 12:30 a.m. and coronation is at 2 a.m.
Oh my God. What time did you never go to bed that
I never went to bed. I never went to bed until probably I want to say 7:30 that morning for maybe a couple hours. I never went to bed at that time. Yeah. Because I had to build my hat.
Oh my God. That's so
And I'm going to
gross.
give my sister props for this. My sister Linda, she pulled out all the stops this year. She definitely won the hat contest.
Her hat looked pretty good.
It looked really good. My hat looked like it was made at 12:30 in the morning. Just needing a hat, right? Totally screamed that.
It totally did.
Hers was full of love. So it was so that was all fun. And then here's my only thing with the coronation, right? It's hopefully it's my first coronation, right? And but I have to be honest, and I'm sure that all the people that listen to this in the UK I'm sure they're gonna have my back on this, right? It's more exciting to marry or bury them. Way more exciting, right? That's more bang for your buck right there.
It's more exciting to marry or bury.
Totally. More weddings and funerals. That's the way to go. Coronation, I'm okay without it. I'm okay without those. I'm glad I had one,
yes.
right?
And
For
well,
history.
will we be alive for the next one?
We should be.
We should be.
Hypothetically, we should
Hypothetically,
be.
we should be there for Prince William.
Yeah, which will be fine because it's William, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that'll be nice.
Yeah,
But
that'll be nice.
But yeah, I
But
don't know. But
some interesting things came out of the coronation.
totally.
Like one, Katy Perry is now a meme.
You know what I think? I think that
She couldn't find her
American
seat.
women, any women, no, women other than women from the UK in Fascinators is absolutely ridiculous. You look ridiculous. We act ridiculous. She couldn't find her seat. That was ridiculous. You're in the Abbey. Just sit down,
sit
Katy
down.
Perry. Take your big saucer pink fascinator. And then we always have to do it so big, right? It can't be just little. And that's the thing. The trend for the young royals is little.
Yeah.
No, Katy Perry, she like did it up, right?
It was huge.
It's like Katy Perry's fascinator has entered the Abbey, right? That's totally what it felt like, right?
Oh gosh, yeah, it did totally.
You know,
And
between
then
that,
well, and apparently Prince Harry had some funny facial gestures. Apparently,
yes, he was making the odd funny face, and it was just awkward, right? Like awkward, like I don't know. But you
And
know what?
people-
The highlight,
oh, sorry, go ahead.
the highlight is Louis. Louis the highlight.
He was waving.
People only want Louis, right? I want Louis. I want Louis. I want Louis, right? That's the highlight right there.
Oh,
is
the
Louis.
kid, awesome.
And he's so cute, right? Like he's gonna be the one that doesn't go bald. I think.
I think so.
Yeah, I think he's gonna be a he's gonna be a hottie.
But you know what I thought was really funny is that people were commenting about the fact that Prince Harry wasn't on the balcony. He was never going to be on the balcony.
He's not a working royal. He's
not a working royal.
He's not welcome on the balcony.
No.
Right?
So you don't work for the royals.
You don't work there, right? You don't get to go to the fancy supper if you're not working there.
Yeah. And he's not in the big fancy picture either.
No, because
they're all wearing all their robes and stuff.
Nope. And he doesn't get to wear any of that stuff because he poo-pooed it. He thumbed his nose and didn't want anything to do with that. So you can't have it both ways, Harry. Right? Go write your spare part too. Why don't you?
Oh, jeez.
Right? So it was interesting. But, it was like, I mean, anything royal, right? Lots of fun. Lots of cool.
Did you watch the concert though?
Yeah, like I watched I watched it afterwards, right? Like what I could. I don't know. Again, right? Seems awkward, right? It's like royals dancing is weird. Right? Like I think the British, no offense, dear British people, I feel that they don't have the best sense of rhythm.
Oh, maybe not. Well,
right? Like, or at least that group. Let's just say that group.
Maybe that group.
Right? Like I feel that
let's not all lump them together.
No, right? But definitely that group I feel are not chock full of rhythm. Right? And I don't know, when your headliner's Lionel Richie. I don't know.
I thought Katy Perry did well.
She did well, right? I'm not a Katy Perry fan.
Okay.
She's not my favorite, right? Like I just think I'm a firework, whatever. That's how I feel kind of. And her big gold dress, like, hi, you are not the queen. Right? You're not the queen. But you know what? Kind of fun. Always a great time. A royal celebration is.
Yes.
And I'm glad to have been part of it. But something has changed in my world, and I don't know what to do, Samantha. Right? Jenny Craig is shutting down all of her operations.
How does that affect you? Why had you joined Jenny Craig and you didn't tell us?
No, but maybe I was going to, because guess what I learned this week? Winter wasn't so kind to me. Don't laugh.
Have you tried on your clothes?
Mm-hmm. Right?
I'm just happy my t-shirts fit right now. I have not yet tried my shorts on, and I'm a little bit leery. Not gonna lie.
I feel like the theme of my summer is sausage. Right? I feel like so today
Oh,
I was
dear.
at work, I was in a black dress pant, I was in a shirt that I wore last year because
Uh-huh.
I haven't bought all my work clothes yet.
Right?
Was in a last year work shirt, went in to go talk to my boss, said to her, "Yeah, so apparently winter hasn't been that kind to me." She looks at me and she's like, "Does that mean you don't want to go for lunch today?" No, 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 no. Of course it doesn't mean that. It means I'm accepting the fact that winter hasn't been that
Big
kind.
cunt.
I'm accepting the fact that my button being a little bit snugger in said pant is totally on me, right? My muffin top seems to be overfilling a little bit more than what I recall in certain things. And now I hear Jenny Craig is shutting down her operation. So maybe she was going to be my go-to.
You were gonna have a Jenny Craig summer, were you?
I maybe was going to. I have not. I've never dabbled in Jenny.
They make all your food so you don't have to worry about it. They come in little
Right?
pouches.
Like, how come? Why didn't we ever try Jenny Craig? It sounds perfect.
Well, because you can't live off of little packages of food for the rest of your life.
Marie Osmond made a living on it. Apparently, yes, you can. Right? Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
Oh my god.
I
Okay,
don't know.
but didn't Valerie Bertinelli also do the Jenny Craig?
Was she Jenny Craig?
I think she was.
Mm.
And she lost a lot of weight and then she gained some weight back and people were all over her about it.
And they shouldn't. They should just love her for being
No,
Valerie.
they should just love her for whatever.
Right? Because she's Valerie Bertinelli.
And don't tell me that Donnie or Marie Osmond didn't get a little nip and tuck. That girl's face is nipped and tucked within an inch of its
Right?
life.
Because she's got to be in her 60s, right?
Right? So don't tell me she didn't nip and tuck something on her body.
She nipped. She definitely nipped. And I'm sure she tucked. She definitely did something.
That's all I'm
So
going to say. I'm not starting a rumor. Well, maybe
Right?
I am. But
I
I
don't
don't
know
know
for
for sure. But hi, guys, look at her face. If she's willing to do
Gee.
that to her face,
Right?
boob,
Because her face doesn't
ass,
really make
stomach.
sense anymore. Right?
Mm. Yeah, but
Doesn't really
neither does
make
Donnie's.
sense.
Like, let's drag him into this too, shall we? His face doesn't look
Donnie
normal either.
He's too shiny. Dear dude, why are you so shiny? Hey? Why are you so shiny?
Oh my
And
god.
should dudes be that shiny? I don't know.
No.
Remember my Uncle Doug was shiny.
And
My Uncle Doug made a family appearance after years gone missing and all of a sudden
his
reemerged
face.
very shiny. And it's like,
Oh.
oh, you too.
Yeah.
You too.
He got a little
right?
nip, he got a little tuck.
And he probably would deny it. He probably would have said, no, I didn't. But the shininess that they
He looked
inject into
shiny.
your skin
Yeah.
gives it away.
Uh-huh.
Tells the rest of us poor folk that, yeah, you did. You did. You did. You did.
Because
And
once
you're
you
right.
see it, you then start noticing it on other people.
And you can't unsee it. That's all you ever see. Yeah. And then you're right. Then you start looking for it in others and you're like, oh,
Oh, I see
them
what you've
too.
done.
Right? Uh-huh. I see a little shine that wasn't there, a natural shine that never goes away. I know what you did.
Shiny is because the skin is stretched so tight that it's like, help me.
Right? It is. It's like when you put on a shirt and that button just wonders, what did it ever do to you? Right? And it's pulling. Oh no. Right? That's what your face is doing, people.
Like
Right?
your shirt did this past week, hey? That
Well, more
it
my
was like
button on my pants.
your pant was like, Lisa, what did I do to you? I supported you all last year.
All last year.
What are you doing to me now?
And all I thought was, you know what, dear pants, kind of like my Fitbit, dear pants, I treated you well last year. And then I put you away for the season. I hung you with care. I took care of you. I brought you back out. And look what happens. You came back smaller. What is with that?
Or
I don't
you
know.
came back bigger. I mean, you had a
know.
good winter, Lisa. You put
Had a
on
good winter,
you,
Samantha.
you did a lot of like necessary snacking.
Well, you know what? And I guess it is what it is, right? I got to just try and figure out how to be okay with being okay. Whatever. My bikini days are done,
Oh my god.
right? They're
okay
behind
with
me.
being okay.
I got to just be okay with being okay. Who's a pretty girl? I'm a pretty girl, right? Just got to be okay with being okay.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
That's what this summer's about, Samantha.
Oh my
It's
god,
about-
now she's turning into Oprah for Christ's
right? Walk with purpose. Little rock walk with
Oh,
purpose.
that's an oldie but a goodie.
And just be okay with being okay. right? Some days, you're walking with more purpose than others, right? You can feel it,
Oh, didn't you? Isn't
right?
that what you used to say at the beginning of our older
I
episode
think maybe in
or
our
the
first
end or
4
something?
5 episodes, that was my closing,
Walk with
right?
purpose. Thank
Walk
God
with
you changed.
purpose. Well, because your reaction was always this, hey?
It sounds ridiculous.
But
Oh
that's
my God.
so summer 2023 is all about just being okay, just being okay.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
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 All right.
All right.
Yeah.
That's what we're gonna do. We're just
All
gonna
right.
be okay. Right? We're just gonna be okay, Samantha. Being okay.
So how do you feel about milk? Are you still avoiding milk right now? I
Okay.
mean, it
So
is summer, so you've probably dropped a few things already, but
right, I've made some switches. Did just finish my first macaroni salad. You know that great macaroni salad that I make from
yes,
scratch? Pretty much
yes,
from scratch.
pretty much
And like it's
from a
pretty much
box.
from
The
it's
scratch of the
and
box.
then
Yep.
scratch, right? A box and then scratch. So yeah, definitely right. We're in that process. Okay, so here's the thing with milk, right? Like, remember, I liked milk, had a heart attack, didn't like milk, haven't really only put a little bit of milk in like when necessary, like in a coffee and stuff like that. Haven't drank milk for like probably almost 4 years. Since my heart attack, I've not had like a real true glass of milk. I know all you milk people, it's wrong, blah, blah, blah. I get it. It's like the water. It goads me too. However, things changed. Things changed 2 weeks ago. We went from a big 4-liter jug of milk to a 2-liter carton, and it changed my whole life.
Because it went smaller.
It went smaller. And I think my issue with milk wasn't milk. My issue was with milk sitting in the milk container visually so I could see it all in the milk. I think I didn't like what it looked like. I
Oh
think
my
I didn't like
God,
the
this is the
visual.
fourth faith of Lisa.
I
This
didn't
is
like what
this
milk
is
looked like.
number 4, folks.
I think I didn't like
Number
what milk
4.
looked like. I think I didn't like what milk looked like.
Oh my. Okay, so
Now I
okay,
can't see it because it's in the container.
because it's in a container. Okay,
I don't see
so
it.
because it was
Sitting
in a
all in its
large
milk.
4-liter jug,
Visible, right? Because the jug is see-through.
right?
I could just always see all the milk just sitting in the milk. Milk
So it
sitting in the milk.
milk sitting in itself. That's
Milk
yes, that
sitting
makes
in
so
its
much sense,
oh,
Lisa.
that's
Milk
that's
sitting in
disgusting.
itself.
It's gross. Milk sitting in itself.
No, it's
Yeah,
not. It's sitting in a container.
it's like no, it's like when we take a bath and we just sit in our filth. Milk
And
is
this
just
coming
sitting in its milk.
Nuh-uh. This coming
Uh-huh.
from you who knows that in Ontario they buy milk in a plastic bag.
I know they still do bagged milk. It's weird. I don't know why. We'd have never evolved to a box of milk. I
And
don't
like
know.
when you snip that bag and you stick it in your little plastic juggy thing, it sits in the fridge open to the elements.
Yep.
That didn't freak you out?
Well, I probably was too young to really think about it, but that might have been what started to shape me. That could have been what
Oh my
shaped
God.
my
So
weirdness.
I think we've crossed the threshold, people, as to why she has weird food things.
I
It
don't
all
appreciate milk
stems
sitting in its
from
milk.
It all stems from your childhood.
Stems
Everything
from-
that you have issues with stems from your childhood.
I can trace it back, right? But now that milk is in the carton and I can't see the milk in its milk, I don't mind milk.
Now you just got milk. Now milk is like
now it's just
woohoo!
milk. Now it's just a glass of milk.
So it's not the idea, it's not the milk itself, because I'm like, you got on my case just recently, 20 minutes ago, about having an ice cream cone without you.
Right.
That's milk.
Yes. That's milk. That's different though. Ice cream's different. It was just the liquid milk. Liquid milk.
Huh.
Yeah. And I just
You're-
realized I like it in a carton. I don't like to see milk sitting in its milk.
I don't know if anybody's ever told you this before, but you're fucking weird, hey? Like you're just slightly
can't
off
be
the,
the
and
No.
and I got made fun of because I didn't have childhood toys. I got made fun of because I didn't have all the smelly strawberry things and the
You
snow
did
cone
not.
thing and like the Cabbage Patch doll thing.
Right.
And like I think I made out okay. I think that I'm not as weird as you are. I don't have as many
don't-
hang-ups as you.
But listen, I just worked through my hang up.
Unbeknownst to you, your husband did it for you.
And now I don't mind milk. I like milk.
Wait
Milk
until he
is
switches back.
Milk is milk again. Milk is milk again.
Okay. All right.
Right?
You're so fucking weird.
Why is that so weird?
Because it's
It's just milk is milk.
and I get that people, so there are people who just don't like milk, and I get that. They're just
There's
like,
probably people right now that probably just shut us off, actually. They probably just went like, enough of this weird conversation. these two
stop talking
idiots.
about milk.
Why is all she doing talk about milk? It's just milk.
Just be glad she's not talking about her hair, folks.
Right? Because on Saturday, I go get a haircut for instance.
Oh, jeez, don't start. Don't start. Okay.
Samantha.
But Lisa,
Hmm.
with the warmer weather that's coming,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
All I thought was, I need to hide my skin.
Oh, we need to color our skin. We established years ago that dimply white is not a pretty color.
It is not a pretty color.
It's not a pretty color, right? Dimply white is not that attractive.
Yeah. And, you know, and then, and all of a sudden it went from being like, what was it? -12, -15. And now I think by Sunday we're doing like +30. And I'm like,
Yeah.
hot.
It'll be hot, right? We need a plan. We need a plan to get, because I felt last year we didn't have a tan plan. We waited till we got to the lake and we burnt the shit out of everything.
Oh yeah, we burned.
1
that
week
wasn't
of just burning.
We had bad feet. You had bad feet. That wasn't pretty. Yeah, we got to make sure that doesn't happen again.
But we had no base, so I went in dimply white.
Yep.
And it was hot. And I don't know if we need if it's an after work patio just to start building a little farmer tan or something.
I'm not sitting in my work clothes.
Well, I don't know. We're gonna have to figure something. You're gonna have to bring a change of clothes to work or something. I don't know.
Oh my god!
I could change it at your office, and then we'll meet up after something. Right? We got to figure something out. We need a tanning plan because before we know it, it's gonna be time, and we're gonna be white as a ghost.
White as a ghost.
Dimply white again. I feel dimply white tans more aggressively.
Maybe we should start with a fake tan.
No, I'm not doing your spray tan. Remember you did that last, remember?
And it didn't work out well.
Maybe if you ever did a tan that looked good. Like, remember the one time, you did the going on holidays and I added the tan and I'm like, okay, girl
it
does
wasn't
not
good.
see the back of her legs.
No.
But that's okay. And then you did your spray tan. I'm like, no, still not. No, I'm not totally sold.
Yeah, I'm not
maybe
totally
if you
sold.
had a success story, then maybe I'd be like, yeah, for sure we should.
Well, I think it's where you go get your tan, right?
Yeah, like if you go to Fabutan and pay $20. No. But then do I want to spend a lot of money when my tan goes away in a week? Right? And then I'm just washing you pay all this money to get your fake tan and then you just wash it away every day.
That's true. That is very
wash
true.
It off.
Wash it away.
Just wash it off every day. I'm just going to wash a little more of it off till I'm back to dimply white. I don't know.
All right. Put in the work, Lisa. Sit out there.
Right? We're going to have to I think we got to put the work in. I think we're going to have to hit that little beach that's around here.
Where?
Remember we used to go to a beach or a lake or something?
Oh my God. Seriously?
Yeah. Right. We're going to have to take our lawn chairs and go. We're going to have to.
Okay. Right? I'll think about it.
Give it some thought.
I'll think about it. Okay. But okay. You know, there's been a lot of stuff on TikTok lately about Gen X. Yeah. And like, I don't need people starting to wake up to the reality that Gen X could probably save the world because we've been through everything.
Because we already know it can.
Yeah. I need to stop. Just stop. Yeah. We're only concerned about ourselves.
Yeah, right. Like, so stop jumping on our stop jumping on our bandwagon.
Because as latchkey kids, we learned to fend for ourselves. Yeah, so if you haven't figured out the basics of life, we're probably not going to teach you.
No, right? Because we don't care.
We don't care.
And that's probably why you and I didn't have kids. Because I'd be like, why do I have to have a kid and teach them something? Shouldn't they come equipped with all that shit?
I think, don't start. Because I feel like Gen X, we know it all. And we still
Totally.
keep knowing stuff because we're still at an age with all the advances. We're still part of the new waves of technology and
Yeah.
thought and all that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
So we're
You know
still
what?
part of it.
Part
We
of the
are
part,
the smart.
yeah.
We are the smarter generation.
We are. And part of it too was because nobody sugarcoated stuff. They held us accountable, right? I was telling my sister a story when I was like 5 years old. Now that the Maple Leafs are in the playoffs, I
Oh yeah.
said I used to take my allowance and I go down to the man who owned the meat shop, the deli at the end of the main street. And every Saturday he would say to me, Lisa, do you want to bet on the hockey game? And little Lisa would be like, yes, I do. He'd say, okay, you pick what team you want to win. And every week I picked the Maple Leafs. Every Saturday night they lost. And that old man made me give him my quarter. He never once cut me a deal because he was teaching me a lesson, right? You made the deal. You need to follow through and be accountable for your decision.
Right.
You could have picked any team. You keep picking the losing one, dum dum.
Yeah.
Right? Right?
I mean,
He
you
taught
just
me that.
okay. Did you not just like the last visit you went to your sister's house? You saved the kids. Like you helped them not become a statistic.
Yeah, because they were like falling for all the stupid shit in the world. Oh, they're going to send me money. No, hang
No.
on. They can't just send you money. People don't just give you the money, right? You're not wearing you did not just buy cologne that Brad Pitt wears. You did not just do that, actually, right? Brad Pitt's not wearing a cologne called Success,
Right. And I just
right?
feel like, we're a generation that people need to listen to. We are the smaller generation, right? We're the smallest
Yes,
population.
for sure. For sure we
But
are.
that I think we still have a lot to give. But anyways, the reason why I bring it up is that there are some things that we have done that nobody like people that are born after us wouldn't have experienced.
Oh,
Like
for
the
sure.
generations now, right?
Yeah,
So things like having to rewind a movie you rented,
right. From the
and then if you
Blockbuster.
right, and if you didn't, you got charged a fee because you didn't rewind.
Right, you had to, yeah, you were like penalized because you didn't do
Right.
somebody else's job for them.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
And then the other one is like being able to learn or see the correct lyrics to a song only by reading the album liner notes.
Remember that? Or remember if you had a cassette and you would do the
Yes.
cassette and it would be like
Because
you'd be like trying to read like Stairway to Heaven.
Heaven.
Right? Right?
Right, exactly, right? So like nobody does that anymore because you can
We
just
had to
Google that
fend for
shit.
ourselves, right? You want to know the words to the song, better start reading it.
Oh my God, if you don't remember the song or you think you know the song, you can Shazam it,
Yeah. And it just
right?
tells you the song now. Right? You can ask your phone what the song is and she'll tell you.
Okay. And like something they'll never do, or I don't think people do very often anymore, is send postcards when you're on vacation.
Remember, everybody did that.
Right?
Everybody,
Oh, look where I
right? Oh, I got a postcard from so and so. They're in Germany. Oh,
Yeah.
nice. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, you don't. Nothing.
No.
Now you just send a tick. Now you just send a text, and it's like as though they're not even away.
Right.
It's like they're just at home still.
Exactly.
Right.
I
That's
just
so crazy.
yeah. And then it's like taking pictures to be developed. Nobody does that anymore.
Remember those days, right? You'd take it in, and then they remember, and then when you go to pick them, and then you have to wait a week, and then you'd be like,
You'd
I
have
want
to
to get them
wait
back.
a week.
I want the party pictures back. I want the party pictures back. And then you'd get them, and before you paid, you'd go through all of them to make sure that they were good. You'd be like,
Uh-huh.
okay,
Uh-huh.
yep, fine. And then you'd pay for them, right?
Oh yeah. And somebody else saw your shit.
Right? And somebody else saw all your shit. And you know what? I wish, and if people ever, I always remember thinking, if people ever thought, no, nobody, there's confidentiality. Now we have confidentiality. We had all that shit back then too. We just didn't talk about it.
We just
If I was the person developing your pictures, I would have been like, so today, guess what I saw at work? Right? I would have been that girl. I would have been telling, or I would be keeping one or something. That would have been like a job I would not have been very good at because I would have been in trouble.
No, you would have been blabbing everywhere.
I would have been, yeah, like, guess what? Oh, yeah. Guess what he was doing? Her on the picture, on the Polaroid, on the 35 millimeter, right? On the Kodak disc, right? Flash didn't go off. The light bulb didn't go off, right? All those, and then remember, sometimes you couldn't even, cameras were so high tech, you couldn't even figure out how to put the film in half the time.
Oh yeah.
And you'd take all these pictures, and all of a sudden you'd go to take the film out, and you'd realize the film hadn't loaded. And so you never got any pictures.
Right.
Dear people, don't talk to us. We have been there and done it and overcome it all.
We have dealt with things.
Dealt with it.
We have dealt with
it.
things.
Samantha,
Lisa.
I'm about to blow your mind up in here, up in here. I'm about to blow your mind up in here, up in here. Right now, you're probably wondering what just made me break out into that hip hop song. Okay, this is going to blow. This is big, big, big news, Samantha. I'm going to say it again. I'm about to blow your mind up in here, up in here. Red potatoes. We all love them, right? Red potatoes.
Woohoo.
They're dyed. I saw a TikTok. They start off as a brown potato and they're dyed red.
Serious?
Yeah. It's the sound of your mind blowing.
I'm so disappointed.
They have this big fire hose that sprays them red. And then they're just a red potato.
Where?
On the TikTok.
On the TikTok.
That's where
like
I saw
we've
it.
learned everything in the last God knows how long. We've learned it from TikTok.
From the TikTok. So somebody filmed filmed a TikTok from, I'm assuming, their potato farm.
Huh.
And let loose the secret. Red potatoes are dyed.
Well, then what about the little purple baby potatoes? Are you going to break my heart and tell me that they're...
That I don't know, but I'll see what the TikTok says. You go to the TikTok. The TikTok's got the answers.
Okay.
Somebody knows, Samantha.
All right.
Right.
Can
you imagine red potatoes? Everybody's like, oh, I'll take the red potatoes.
Well, should we be eating the skin then if they're being painted?
Well, I don't know. It's not paint, but whatever. Obviously, it's edible dye of some sort. And there's no way that it's a fake. I know right now, as friends of the podcast, there's a few of you naysayers out there going, it was on the TikTok, and they don't fact check, and this is not true.
They don't.
It has to be true because I saw the video, and there was way too much work involved to have made that not true. So I'm holding firm with it.
All right.
Holding firm with it.
I feel like someone will fact check and let us know.
I think they will too. I'll try and find it and put it someplace on our page or something. Right? Because I was like, no.
I don't want to eat something that it's not its natural color.
Really? I think we do that all the time.
Well, that's true.
Because is brown egg natural color or white egg natural color?
Depends on the chicken or the hen.
I don't know. How do you know? Why is there a brown egg and a white egg? Do we even know that answer?
I don't think we do.
Because if it's a chicken, does the chicken lay the egg?
Yes.
So if the chicken lays the egg, how does it know if it's going to be a brown egg or a white egg?
We don't know.
We need to know shit like this, I feel.
We do not. We're kind of dumb.
Are we dumb? Like, does that make us dumb? Because we don't know that?
No. You know what?
I feel a lot of people don't know
I'm going to roll this back. I was watching the Masters tournament for Jeopardy, and I got the final Jeopardy.
Look at you.
I got it right.
Look at you. That doesn't happen.
These are very
often.
smart people.
Yeah.
And two of them got it wrong. Two out of the three got it wrong.
What was the question?
Some emperor went to some city and you had to name the city. And it was like in 303. And I'm like, he went to Rome.
How did you know that?
He went to Rome.
How did you know that?
Because it fit into the time period and all that kind of stuff. Rome. And these other two guys were like, Constantinople. And the one guy was like, Rome. Bing, dude, you got it right. And I'm like, my God, I just won Jeopardy.
But yet, when I say to you, how do you know why an egg is brown or white? Will your answer, Alex?
I don't know, because apparently I know some odd random fact about history.
from Rome, but I don't know about the farm animals and why they have different colored eggs. And somebody's going to fact check it, and it's going to be so simple. And then we are going to actually realize that we are dumb.
No, because it's, you know what it is? It's selective memory on what you would choose to keep in your brain. And I choose to not give a shit about the color of an egg.
Well, I'm curious about the chicken actually now.
All right. Somebody answer her question, please.
Yeah, right? How do you know? How do we know that?
My God. Okay, I got something better though.
Okay.
I was was it an Instagram or was it TikTok? I don't know. But I came across it and I was like, I want to do that.
Oh, you got a new hobby.
No, it could be a new job.
Oh, look at you go.
If I'm willing to relocate.
Okay.
There is such a thing as a panda hugger.
A what?
A panda hugger. It
like
is
the bear?
Yes, a panda bear. It is a legit job.
Like the panda bear.
Yes. And
like
I
big
saw
panda
them.
bear.
There's these people hugging all these pandas. And these pandas are like, I'm living my best life right now.
Oh my God. You know what? If somebody wants to hug me, I'm going to think I'm living my best life right now too. I don't want you to hug me, mind you. But
No.
if somebody else wants to hug me, I guess you would be living your best life if that's all you did is just sat there and got hugged.
I was like, these pandas look so relaxed and so happy.
Really?
And all these people were doing was giving these pandas just long,
giving them
long
some
hugs.
love.
Yeah, just little hug. And I'm like, I could do that.
Where do you have to relocate to?
I think it was an Asian country. I don't know
China
exactly.
Or Hong Kong,
potentially
or wherever pandas grow.
Wherever pandas are.
Huh,
and again, probably something we should know.
Probably we should know, but
oh my God, I'm gonna stop talking.
That's what this podcast is about. It should be named How Stupid Are They? Really stupid, actually. This week we learned on I Shake My Head with Lisa and Sam that those two are really stupid. Could they think they're way out of a box? I don't know if I'm betting on that.
No, because it's bad enough that people think we're immature for our age, but now we're stupid. Like, is that helpful?
Now we're stupid and immature. God, it's like we're 12 again. Whatever. Don't squash my spirit.
Don't squash my spirit.
That's what I think about that. Okay. But I think that I've just been thinking about a lot of odd things from the past, right? Like, remember in the past when we had to rely solely on maps for directions, right?
Yes.
Okay. Do you think, Samantha, that it was odd that we thought that if we went and asked the gas station attendant the directions, they were able to help us?
Like,
that's
what would
who
make
we
us
relied on.
Yes. And what would make us think that the gas station attendant would actually know where you're going?
Would know where you're going.
They weren't like the human version of Google.
Imagine if I was the gas station attendant, I would be messing with all you fuckers. Where do I go? You're going to go down the street 5 blocks. You're going to turn left. Then you're going to go 3 blocks. And you're going to pull away. I'm going to be like, no fucking clue.
We're totally entrusting our journey
to a gas station attendant. No offense, and I'm not downgrading the gas station attendant. We're trusting somebody who just has no background in maps. I get that he sells some in his gas station back then, but he's not reading them. He's not caring about them.
No.
He's not interested in them.
No.
Yet, hey, honey, can you pull over to the gas station? We've been driving around for hours. Can we just pull to the gas station and ask where to go? And we took that and ran with it.
And we trust that they're giving us the right direction.
We trusted that their map work was perfect.
A total stranger.
And it was in big cities. Mike and I did this in Calgary at the Grey Cup when we got married. 2000, still all about maps. Same thing. We were looking for a venue and we couldn't find it. And Mike's like, I'll just go to the gas station. Go to the gas station. And we took their word. We did not go. I don't think we got to where we were going very easily, because then you got to pay attention to the directions, right? When we go to the lake and my father-in-law explains the TV, what do I say? Tell Sam, I'm already tuning you out. There's already too much to know. Right? I only want to know how to open the fridge.
Yes.
That's all I need to know.
Okay, well, here's hoping we don't break anything this year. Like we broke the coffee maker that 1 year.
Right? You have a bad track record.
You have a bad track record.
I don't think I was making the coffee.
You were making the coffee.
I don't think it was me.
I think it was
I
you.
don't think it was me. But I just thought that was so funny, right? That's who we put our trust in major cities,
It is
big
funny.
places, right? That the 16-year-old kid at the gas station is going to give a shit. Because this 16-year-old kid wouldn't have cared.
Like, don't come to me because I only know things by landmarks. I don't know actual street names.
Right. And I feel that's because we're women. Women know things by landmark, not by streets.
I'm
right?
like, I just wouldn't be able to do it.
No, right? Like I know that Earl's in Saskatoon is the building that says bread and has a parrot on it. I don't know anything else about it. I just know that that's what I'm looking for, right? That's all I need to know.
That is all you need to know.
All I need to know.
You know what we need to know, though? Is why people have a hate on for tuna.
Oh, they hated your tuna.
And eggs.
Oh, now let's reveal. I guess we can reveal. So friends of the podcast, Sam's picks were the tuna. You had the tuna, you had the roast beef, and you had the pumpkin pie.
Yes.
My mom's picks were, well, not her picks because she did. My mom's stuff was French toast, homemade pizza, and carrot cake. And the HHG's mom was turkey, butter tarts, and what was the other one? Eggs Benny. Oh, I told you, Eggs Benny going to go down.
Yeah, it went down hardcore.
You just didn't want to tell the HHG about it.
It's right up there with tuna.
Totally, right? Saw Eggs Benny. When she put Eggs Benny, I'm like, if it was you, I would have said, you sure you want Eggs Benny? But it was HHG's first time playing, right? I'm like, all right, let's go with it.
But nobody has had her Eggs Benny, so.
Oh, and she makes Eggs Benny at the lake.
At the lake.
I feel that those are Eggs Benny. That eggs, if she got that from her mom, those are Eggs Benny. Those Eggs Benny don't get kicked.
Nope.
No. They are a work of art.
They were delicious, but they didn't like your French toast either that much.
No, because people are like, I don't like French toast.
I don't like it. And they had a little hate on for pumpkin pie as well.
Yeah, right.
It's hard. Nobody picked your pizza though.
No, right? And my mom used to make the best homemade pizza. And it's funny, my kid's sister answered, and I didn't know if she would remember homemade pizza because it was a treat, right? And I said to her, do you know which ones were mom's? And she said carrot cake, homemade pizza, and then she put a question mark. I'm like, and French toast. She's like, I don't think she cooked French toast. She used to. We used to have it for breakfast. And I don't know. She didn't remember that too much, but I remembered that. Huh. But people hate the tuna.
People hate the tuna.
Hated the tuna.
And I just recently had tuna fish with my mother, so that's why I remembered it. And she just fed me roast beef the other day, so I'm like, roast beef.
There you go. Now, does she do the Yorkshire puddings?
She wanted to, but Dad nixed it.
Oh, too bad. Come on, Larry.
I know.
Come on.
I know.
Right? Come on. Okay, this is what I was thinking the other day, Samantha. Has someone invented sweet potato tater tots, or am I the genius who wants to invent this?
I don't know. I've never seen them. I think someone probably has.
You think so? And why are we not enjoying them, right? Because that sounds like a perfect food.
I don't think I would like a sweet potato tater tot.
But you like
I only like the
fry if it's crispy.
If it's crispy, then I'll eat it. But if it's like, then no.
Well, make the tater tot crispy.
How do you make a tater tot crispy?
Just cook it a little bit longer. I can make anything crispy. I'm really, really good that way. It's a gift that I have. You'd be quite surprised. I say we add it to the Boom Baby Bakery.
I think that's a great idea.
Add it to the restaurant. And then it got me thinking, with it being such nice weather, what about a Boom Baby Bakery and Cafe food truck?
Why haven't we ever thought of that before?
Well, we maybe dabbled one time about it, but this is what I'm thinking. This is what I see in big lights. Sliders and slaw. Sliders and slaw. Right? As if people aren't going to line up for what? Sliders and slaw.
Sliders and slaw.
Sliders and slaw from the Boom Baby Bakery.
Oh my God.
Right? Sliders and slaw.
Now, if only the city we lived in, Saskatoon, would let us drink alcohol just out in the open.
Cider.
Cider, slaw, and cider.
Cider, slaw, and cider. Right? Cider, slaw, and slush.
And why when you said that, did I automatically think of like a big neon sign blinking? Sliders and slaw.
Right, blinking.
Sliders and slaw.
Sliders and slaw. Sliders and slaw. Sliders and slaw. Right? I can see it. I can see it happening.
Oh
Right? Boom Baby Bakery food truck out there. Sliders and slaw.
If only we'd won that $5 million, Lisa, we could actually make the Boom Baby Bakery.
Right? Right? See, if you would have just only played, could have been our time. We could have been a contender.
We could have been a
Could have been
contender.
a contender, Samantha.
Oh, crap.
Friends of the podcast, keep your eyes open, and we could franchise it. Slider, it'd be in mall sliders and slaw. Right? Cool. Okay, patent it, copyright it, quick. Somebody's gonna steal it. Right? Out there somewhere there's a Boom Baby Bakery and Cafe, and we just don't know about it.
We
right?
just don't know. Yep.
No, it's there. I don't. Sometimes I'm like, we should Google it. I don't want to Google it. Actually,
Don't Google it. We'll be
Don't
upset.
Google it. I don't want to know who's running my cafe. Right?
Oh my God. Okay. I was watching something, and who remembers the counting song from Sesame Street?
Okay, so you were watching Sesame Street?
No, it was a TikTok or something.
I remember the song.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
5,
7, 8,
7,
9,
8,
10.
10,
11,
12.
Yeah. Could you sing with me? Because it sounds better when you sing with me and not
Want me to sing
against
with
me.
you?
Yeah.
I
Let's
sing
try that
only
again.
I sing only for Lisa.
A 1 and a
1,
2
oh.
and a 3.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Right?
I love that 70s disco style stuff.
That's when the Sesame Street was at its best.
Yeah.
I watched, funny that you mentioned Sesame Street, because I saw an old skit on the TikTok from Sesame Street from the 70s, and it was of the girl who was going, it was her first trip to the grocery store, and she had to buy a carton of milk, a loaf of bread, and a stick of butter.
Yes.
And the whole way, she says it the whole way.
Yes.
And the moral of the story is, the mom was like, she was like, I did it. And the mom's like, I knew you could do it. And I'm like, that's such an uplifting message, because the little girl almost forgot. Little cartoon girl almost forgot. She's like, stick of butter and a stick of butter and a carton of milk and a loaf of bread. And I'm like, oh my God, it took me right back to being 5. And just being like, how isn't it funny how you can just remember that so clearly?
And who sends their kids to the grocery store by themselves?
Nobody.
Anymore.
Kids aren't even going to the grocery store, right?
Kids aren't going anywhere by themselves anymore.
No, they're not allowed to.
No,
right? They're not allowed to.
Okay, so I was watching TV the other day, and I was like, what is this? And I'm like, what? Apparently it came back, and I don't know why, but you know how America Has Talent?
Yeah.
Well, apparently we're doing a Canadian version again. And I thought we had done one season, and because it was so horrific,
I thought we determined that we did not have talent.
Yeah, we decided to not do it again. But apparently it's season 2, and there is like we're several episodes in already, and I'm like, they're already at the semifinals, and I'm like watching this, and I'm like, this is what you picked,
and
this
so
was good.
Do we have talent?
No,
we still don't have talent. Season 2, still no talent.
We don't have talent. And I'm like, and it's Howie Mandel is in there. He's one of the panel judges.
Right.
And Cardinal.
He's probably shaking his head, because he's probably like, I got to do this because I'm Canadian. It's in my contract.
Right. But Cardinal is in there. Cardinal's cool though.
Yeah. Huh. Interesting.
But so these 4 judges, and there's 2 women I don't even know, and I don't even recognize the host of the show, and I'm like, who are you? Like, I don't even.
Nobody wants to put their name on that show because it's horrible.
I was just watching it, and I'm like, I tried to stay in it, and I'm like, nope, I can't, because it was horrible. It was horrible.
Unfortunately, Canada does not have talent.
We don't have, like, I'm just like, why are we doing this to ourselves?
Right. And then it's just bad, right? Then we just get made fun of on the playground. Come on. We don't need that.
Do you remember when we did Canadian Idol?
Right. And
then we stopped doing it for a reason.
Yeah, because we were not Canadian idols.
We were not
right. We were not idols. We were not in that element.
The ones that make it famous should be famous.
Should be famous, right? They're going to be famous anyways without a show. They're going to figure it out. They're going to get their shit done, and they're going to be famous.
Oh my God. But it was just, it's like, again, we don't have talent. And I'm like, Howie, what are you doing?
Well, like I said, I'm sure he's obligated. He's contractually binded or something to it.
Oh, must be.
I'm sure.
I don't
So
know.
I learned something really, really cool on Monday. Come back from my holidays, took a
Uh-huh.
week off, come back to work. You know what I learned?
What?
I love working. I love work. You know that about me, right?
I do.
I love work. I like so just love work. It doesn't matter, right? I'm just chit chatting and just happy to be back with the gang,
There you
right?
go.
That's all I got to say about that.
All
It's,
right.
I just, but I always love work.
You do.
Always, right? It
Yeah.
doesn't matter, right? One time I
Doesn't
didn't love
matter.
work, but
One
for the
time.
most part, I always love work,
You always do.
right? For the most part, I always love work.
And now you're back to being gift shop lady.
Gift shop lady. Gift shop lady back in the house. You betcha. You betcha.
Okay, so I don't know, like I don't know if you guys do this, but do you keep your leftovers?
Okay, so if I had my way, no, because ew, yuck, unless it's turkey or roast beef. But yeah, we do because Michael eat it for like I'd keep meatloaf too. Michael eat it for like maybe the next meal sometimes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But do people sometimes keep the leftovers knowing full well that they're not going to, but they feel obligated to keep it?
Actually my sister and her family, I just witnessed that this week while I was there. Totally everything, every single thing gets kept for the entire week until the next garbage day. And somebody believes they're going to eat that shit. And I'm like, you guys aren't going to eat any of this shit ever. Why do we do that? Why do people do that? You're not going to eat the leftovers. You know that when you pack it up, right? You know that you're probably not going to have those last 3 bites of rice. Just throw it away.
Throw it away.
Right? Like I get there's some meals that will left over. We'll eat as a leftover.
Have we been guilted into keeping leftovers?
I don't know. Listen to the HHG. HHG. She'll eat the cup that the nacho sauce comes in.
Oh, that's right. She does
Right?
that.
She eats the plate. Like not the plate, like because it comes as let me clarify. Because it comes out on a taco shell. She'll eat the plate. She lets nothing go to waste, that
That's
girl.
true. It's
Right?
true. But do you remember when we were kids and we would leave stuff on our plate or we didn't want to eat it and our parents guilted us because into believing that we were,
Yes. You can't say it now because it's really unpolitically correct.
it's unpolitically
But yes,
correct.
I know what you're talking about.
Do you remember what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I think everybody probably does know, but
Okay.
don't say it. Don't
Right?
say it.
Because like
Yes.
is that why we keep
I'm curious
leftovers?
to know how we're getting out of this. how we're backing our way out of this controversy.
But is that why we keep leftovers? Is because we feel like
I don't know because I don't care. I think I
we've
just
been
keep it because we're just told you better keep it.
because
Might
you
need it
shouldn't throw
tomorrow.
out anything, right? You should
Right.
be
You
happy
should be
that you had
thankful
food.
that we have it. Yes,
Yes.
definitely. Right. And we are. I think we are happy that there's food, but there's also lots of food that we waste too. Like Samantha, here's your top 5 wasted foods. Okay, lettuce. Everybody wastes salad.
Mm-hmm.
Bananas, right? I do this now because we brought bananas back. Once the banana gets too yellow, I'm pretty much. This is what I say to Mike. Oh, there's some bananas for you. And same with my grapes. When my grapes start to get too ripe, I'll say to Mike, "Oh, you know what? There's some grapes in the fridge because it's shit, and I don't want to eat it, right? So we're wasting it. I'm wasting it. Apples because once they start to get bruisey, nobody's eating bruisey apples.
No,
but I feel a man will because a man will cut that bruise out, right?
probably.
Women, are you cutting out the bruise of an apple? I'm throwing the apple away.
I'd cut around it if I felt the other part of the apple was okay.
I wouldn't. And bread. How often do you throw away bread?
Lots,
right?
lots.
Yeah. Like, so what would your biggest waste be? What's your number one leftover? What's your number one waste?
Well, my number one leftover probably is like pasta.
Oh, yeah.
But I'll eat pasta the second day.
Right. Will you eat it the third day?
No,
because we're bored of it by then.
I'm a 2-dayer at most. I will probably waste lettuce like everybody else. I don't buy bananas because bananas don't stay ripe enough for me.
Right. So you fall into that category.
Yes, because
I know, right?
But yeah, I waste bread and I feel bad about that because I really
I
like
always
bread.
waste bread. We always have. So Michael have a bread going, and then he'll go and get groceries, and then there'll be like the new bread, like waiting like for the old bread to finish. And in a family of two, I feel sometimes we don't eat as much bread as what we used to. So I'm always like hesitating on having a sandwich because I know that the old bread has been there a little bit longer. It's still good, but it's
Uh-huh.
not as good as the new bread that's waiting, right? And I'm
Uh,
like, when can we throw away the old bread? Nothing wrong with the old bread. Oh, and then he'll say, you can start the new bread. Yay. And then I'll delve into the new bread. And he's a trooper. He'll eat the old bread,
well, because he doesn't have a hang up around bread.
right? I have a hang up. It needs to be squishy and gushy and touchy and feely, right?
This is true.
So I don't know. I don't know why we do that with the leftovers. It's weird,
So bizarre.
but we do it.
We do. We're wasters.
Whatever. That's how we were raised, right?
Okay. I need us to think about bathrooms.
Okay. Why?
When you think about bathrooms, do you not think it's odd that we all go into a huge room
Oh, why do we need to think
with
about this?
stalls
Oh,
where we hear each other do our business? The pee, the farts, the puke, the whatever, right? And then we come out of the stall and we meet each other at the sink and we pretend like we haven't just done all the things we've just done.
I
And
don't-
hopefully we're washing our hands.
Ah,
Right?
I don't know.
I was just thinking about that the other day and I'm like, that's really odd
Yeah,
that we're in a cubicle. It's not soundproof.
not soundproof.
You know someone's sitting on a toilet,
Yep, listening to you do your business.
right? And like that's really odd.
It is odd. It's really
Right?
odd. Yeah.
So
it's
really
gross,
what you
actually.
really what you need is soundproof stalls.
That would be nice at least. But then if they're soundproof, then the stink probably stays put.
Yes, and that's gross.
Disgusting, right?
Right. Unless
I don't
there's
public
like a
washrooms.
ventilation
I
system.
swear to God, public washrooms. I cannot. I refuse to give them much time to think. I can't do it. I can't do it.
Don't
It's
you think
horrible.
it's really odd?
Ugh, right?
And like there's okay, and then let's go there and gross a lot of people out. If you go to public washrooms, say in a mall or at the movie theater, how many people have sat on that toilet?
It's disgusting.
Right?
Remember when we used to work at Pennington's and we had a public washroom?
Oh
because the
my
store was
God.
big?
The bane of our existence.
And on Saturdays, I'd get pissed off and I'd be like, it's out of service. Out of service. I'm not dealing with people.
We're
'cause
so
all they're doing
rude.
today is coming to the bathroom, and that's disgusting, right?
We're so rude.
Oh,
And people like there were people who went to town.
who like woke up and thought, I'm gonna do my business there.
Yeah. It was
Right?
so
I'm gonna do my
bad.
private business there.
So bad.
It was so bad, right?
So
I
bad.
can't think about it. I can't think about it. I can't think about it.
I just thought about it the other day and I'm like, this is really odd. This is really like I don't get it. Why are we doing this?
So nasty.
And then we just meet each other at the sink. Hi,
Right,
how are
and like,
you?
hi,
really good.
hi.
Oh, as we wash our hands.
As we
Oh,
wash our hands.
I just heard
Okay.
you.
Okay, but what about if you're a dude and you've just been at the urinal holding your dick? That's even weirder. Right? You're just like holding your dick, chit-chatting. Weird.
Hey Bob. Hi Bob.
Do they chit-chat? I feel that they
I don't
do
know.
chit-chat.
Do they chit chat?
I don't know. Men of the podcast, do you hold your dick and chit-chat in the bathroom? That's the question. That's what Lisa and Sam are wondering about. Right?
Oh, I never
don't
thought of
really
it.
get-
Yeah. Like that's
right?
bizarre too.
That's
right?
even more awkward, right? At least
Yeah.
we're like hiding our business. They're like holding their business.
But guys will pee in front of each other. They'll be out in the bush and they'll just
yeah, they don't.
I gotta
care.
pee.
They don't
Unzip.
care. Yeah, women, we care. We do care. We care.
Apparently
Right?
we do.
Remember in the summer when we peed in the lake, and the HHG would have none of that. She's like, I'm not doing that. Right?
Because apparently she's more
refuse to
lady.
pee in the lake.
She's a lady like that way.
Right? I'm going inside. Okay. I just peed. Right.
I'm about to blow your mind.
Right. Right. It's different. Once you're in the lake, women will pee in the lake with each other. That's different, right?
Give the
That's just
protein to the fishes.
right. They're fine. It all just mixes in. You're good. You're good. Guess what I bought? I bought a new mascara.
Oh, heavens to Betsy.
Drew Barrymore's brand, Elf.
Oh, no, it's not Elf.
Elf? Who does
Elf
Elf?
is not her brand.
Is she not Elf?
Nope. It's
I thought for
flowers.
sure she was Elf.
Nope.
She's not Elf.
Nope.
Who's Elf?
Nope.
She's not.
Nobody. Nobody.
Somebody's Elf. It's
Nope.
called Elf. I have an eyeshadow too.
No, I know. Elf is a thing, but it's
it's-
not owned by her.
But it's not her. I thought it was
It's not
her.
It's not her.
All right. Well, I was going to give her a little plug.
You know nothing.
I know nothing. What I do know though is that my new mascara is called Lash and Load, and it's lash and it's loaded. Can you tell? Can you see?
No, I can't.
What do you mean you can't?
I can't.
It is so loaded. Like I have
Okay.
so much mascara on. You can put me at the corner, Samantha.
But
Right?
don't.
You could put me at the corner.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
that's where I could go with my eyes right now.
Yes,
My eyes could go
okay.
to the corner. And they're loaded. But here's the downfall, right? Is that they're so loaded that when I wash my mascara off and my makeup off at night,
Uh-huh.
it like runs on my face.
Yeah,
What's that about? I've never had that experience before.
because it's actually good mascara.
Is that why? It didn't cost
Yeah.
me much money. It was on
Yeah.
sale.
No, Elf is there. They have some really good products.
So that's why. So because it's good, I have to wear it longer. It's got to live on my cheek at some point.
Well, wash it off.
I know, but it's an extra wash. So it's the stuff.
Then
and
get
then
some eye makeup remover then.
That's what I'm
And
using,
remove your
and
mascara.
it's still on my cheeks, it seems.
Then you're not doing it right.
I don't know. I'm in my bags under my eyes phase of my life.
Well, you don't need mascara sitting on that.
I know, right? And that's my concern. And then I have mascara sitting on that, right? And I'm like,
Then you know what? At least you're gonna have to go the extra step and actually wash your face.
I'm washing it, and I'm using the cleanser, not like on my face, but I'm using like on my eyes, the cleanser. I don't know. I don't want to talk to you about that. You're just making fun of me now. I know you. I know you. I know you. Right?
I'm not making fun of you. I think it's funny
It's
that you have eye
fine.
makeup remover.
Of course, I remove my makeup.
I thought you just, used ivory soap.
No, what I usually use is sometimes I just use a little bit of soap on the face cloth, clean off the money maker. But with my makeup, right, I take that stuff that looks like water
Yeah.
in the container,
Yes.
and I put that on like a pad, and I clean my eyes, rub it over my face.
You just got to keep going until it's gone.
It seems like a lot of work.
Okay.
Right? Like it's like adding time to the process, Samantha. Right?
I don't know what else to tell you.
I don't know. It's hard being a girl.
It is.
It's a lot of work being a girl. It's a lot of work being a girl.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? That's all I can say. All I got to say about that.
Yep.
Right?
This is the difference. This is the difference between us and I don't know, everybody else.
Everybody else, right? It just isn't easy.
Everyone else looks like they're flawless and can do it, and there's nothing going wrong. Us,
Nope. Lots going
everything's wrong.
Everything's wrong. It's not good. It's not good at all.
It is a hot mess, people.
It's a hot mess, right? A hot mess. We all can't be men.
No, apparently not. Okay. I just read, and I don't know how you're going to feel about this. Robert De Niro just had a baby at the age of 79.
Oh, I don't feel good about that at all.
I was just like, are you kidding me? At some point, does sperm not die? Does it not just dry up?
Why is he not in menopause?
Why don't men have menopause?
Right? It's named after them. Right? Why don't they have men? Why is he not shooting blanks by now? Why is he still shooting?
Like,
Hi.
How
Robert De Niro, give it up already.
How did our genetics work out that men going into their 80s can still have babies?
Oh my God.
And
Right?
women start to fall apart. and
Women have had enough at 35.
and
They're
like
done.
in their 40s, it's perimenopause, unless maybe it's earlier, it depends on the person. And then you go into menopause and we stop being able to have babies, which
Yeah.
is perfectly all right. And I'm pretty sure women are like, we're good. We did
Yeah,
all
we're
that we
good.
needed to do.
We're good.
Good. But men continue on
Plant that seed. Gotta
forever.
plant that seed.
He already had he has 6 kids.
Yeah, like
Now
he
he
didn't
has
need
7
another.
kids.
Right? He didn't need another kid.
It's not like he needed a legacy. He already had 6.
And he's not gonna live long enough for that kid to get to high school.
I
Right?
don't like it's just so bizarre. Like
Weird.
I don't get that. And I get it.
Weird,
Oh, like,
man.
oh, people just leave him alone. Okay, but think of
But
it.
no. But
Why
no.
is it why can't the sperm die? Why don't they die?
Good God, right?
Right?
No offense, but 79, like enough already.
Well, apparently nobody told him that he should get a vasectomy.
Right? He should be getting a lot of things. He should be getting his head examined. He should be getting a vasectomy. He should just so should she. She should get a vasectomy too.
No, it's just like I mean, who knows how old the person is, the woman, I guess. I don't
True.
know. But I'm sure is of an age where she wants to have a child, which is perfectly all right. That's fine. But
But why are you okay? But no, but there's so many things you can unpack.
I think I just have a problem with the fact that old guys like in their
Are
60s
still shooting swimmers. Yeah, like stop it. Just enough of that already.
why can't Mother Nature go and you're 60, we're done.
Yeah, you're done. You're done. Yeah, that's how it should be. Totally. It's weird. It's
Just
weird.
don't
You know what
get
else
it.
is you know what else is really weird? The cherry in the fruit cocktail.
Should it be there?
It shouldn't be there actually. Neither, and actually this is gonna sound weird, neither should the little grapes.
Yes, that doesn't make sense either.
Right? Neither really should be there. Don't get me wrong, Samantha. I think that fruit cocktail in the can is delicious. I think it's one of God's greatest inventions. I think God knocked it out of the park when he invented fruit
Woohoo!
cocktail. Right? And I don't know if it's the fruit or if it's the syrupy sauce. It's probably the syrupy sauce, if the truth be
Probably
known.
it's the sauce.
But it's so good, right? But I
Mhm.
don't need the cherry and I don't need the grapes. And I love grapes. You know, I love my grapes, but I don't need them to be little in the fruit cocktail. I just need the peaches, the pineapple, and the pear.
All right.
That's all
Maybe
I
you need to
but I
write to
love
the
it.
fruit cocktail company.
It's time to change it up. Get out what's not needed. Nobody who's eating the cherry.
Nobody.
Nobody, right? It's like
It doesn't look natural.
It doesn't because it's not red. It's pink.
It's gross.
It's turned color in there,
It's gross.
right? It's turned color. It's turned pink instead of red. Yeah, it's not right. And the grapes have gotten quite a bit smaller than what they started out as.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
there you go.
But don't get me wrong. I love a fruit cocktail.
Okay.
Are you a fruit cocktail girl?
No.
No, you're not. I don't really see you enjoying savoring fruit from
Savory.
the can. I don't
Oh
see
my
that being your
God.
go-to snack.
No, it is not.
Well, I can eat the whole can. Hey, I dump it into a bowl. It's gone. It is not a 2 servings. It lies. It's one serving. Totally one serving. Yeah, totally.
Okay.
Totally.
Well,
Yeah. And I love it.
I know. I'm not doing
love
that
it.
though.
Right? Yeah.
All right.
What I gotta
Lisa,
say. Samantha.
what's making you shake your head this week?
Oh, you know what I'm shaking my head at this week, Samantha? I'm shaking my head at people explaining why they're coughing.
Well, because we've been so
But enough.
conditioned over the 3
Enough. You don't need to tell me. I know why you're coughing. I'm not going to just assume that you have COVID. I promise you. I don't go around when somebody like sniffs or coughs. My first go-to is not that you have COVID. It's maybe that you have allergies or a cold.
Well,
right?
now it's allergy season.
I have put COVID on the back burner. It's in the back. It doesn't live in the front of my world anymore. It's in the back, but it's still important. I get that, but it's not. But every time somebody's like cough, cough. They're like, oh, but I don't have COVID. Well, I'm assuming that you don't have COVID because if you have COVID, you're supposed to be at home, fucker.
Right. We're still
Why you
supposed to
here?
do that.
You're still supposed to do that. And I work in a hospital. So I'd like to think that if you're coughing, instead of explaining to me why you're coughing, just put the mask back on while you're at work. And then it saves you having to talk, saves people talking about you, wondering why you're coughing.
Right.
Let's just stop wondering why people are coughing. If you got a cough, mask up, right? I don't know. I shake my head at that because I'm just like, every day I hear so many people telling me why they're coughing. I know it's not COVID. I actually wasn't even thinking it was COVID. I was thinking maybe a mask wouldn't hurt, but whatever. But that's just because we know better, right? We know that masks, at least, like, we don't need to get a cold either, right? I don't want COVID, but I also don't want like your coffee messiness all over me either.
Well, it's still a cold, and colds can still be spread, and same with the flu, right?
Ideally, I'd like to just stay healthy.
Right. Exactly.
Right? What about you? What are you shaking your head at this week?
Okay. I'm just going to go there because I need to talk about it again.
Oh, I think I know where you're going.
I've done it before and I'm going to do it again. I'm going to talk about it because it's still an annoyance. And I don't know why I have such a fixation on it, but it drives me bananas. Bikes are back.
You think that you're the ruler of the road.
Oh my God, I can't handle it because if they're on the sidewalk, fine. If they're on the side of the road, that's fine. But this gentleman was not doing either of those things. He was acting like a car. He was actually in the lane, waiting at the light, just like a car. And no offense, dude, you can't pedal fast enough
to not be a car.
Piss off everybody behind you.
Right.
Because as vehicles that can go the speed limit, we actually want to get to our destination before a half an hour or an hour.
Where do you suggest they go?
Anywhere else but in front of me. That's all that I ask. And all I thought was, did we not just spend money on freaking bike lanes?
But then
don't you have somewhere to go?
Gave them back. We did. Our city spent lots of money on bike lanes, and then they took half of them back.
Because our tree planting mayor has bad ideas. That's why.
I know. Like back in my day, you used to ride your bike on the sidewalk, and nobody cared.
Well, and then that being said, that was funny. I was walking to work, and all I hear is ching 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 ching.
Oh my God!
On the sidewalk, and all I thought was, oh my God!
Somebody had a bell.
Yes, and they were like, I'm behind you. And I'm like, and meanwhile, they like zipped. I had to move over, and because I had to let the bike pass me. And I'm like, and again, so where do we fit in? You're not a car. You're not a pedestrian. Where are we putting these things? Who invented a bike? Now I have problems.
Well, God knows you didn't want to take up biking, right?
No, now I know why. I have such hatred. Oh my God.
I feel you are not a friend of the bikes.
You know what? I just don't know where they fit, because if you're a pedestrian, they're going to run you over. If you're in a car, they're going to be in your way. And it's like, where do you live?
It's very true. It's a good question. I don't have the answer. I just know it picks your ass.
It so picks my
and more people are starting to bike. So I feel that this is on you, and you're going to have to figure it out.
I know.
You are going to have to try and just be okay with being okay.
Oh, shut up.
Right? That's all I'm saying.
Oh,
That's all I'm going to say about that, Samantha.
You and your goddamn phrase.
Right? You got to figure it out there.
Whatever.
I'm just saying.
I will not be over this.
I know you don't do well with this.
No, I do not do well.
No.
Okay, guys, we do, however, want your feedback on what we talk about. So send your comments to ismhead@gmail.com, and you might just find it being mentioned during an episode. You can also find us. You know how to connect with us because you talk to us all the time, and we love it. So we have Facebook, we have Instagram, we have Twitter, and we have TikTok. And it's just, I shake my head with Lisa and Sam. That's all you got to do. Type us in. Boom. There we go.
We're around.
Boop. Boop. We're up. And if you like us enough, we do have Patreon, which is patreon.com. You've taken it away from me, Lisa. You've
It
wiped it
was-
out. So now I'm going by
It was
memory.
it
You
was
dumb
never
little
there.
motherfucker.
It was never there.
You
You never
dumb
fit it. You never
motherfucker.
put it in there.
You took it away.
Didn't. I didn't. So, friends of the podcast, she's talking about our notes that she always
Yes, because
meticulously
it's
writes.
Okay, guys, we
You
have
never finished your
Patreon.
notes.
It's Patreon.
You can Google that too.
Yes. And for as little as
I think
$2
it's ishakeMyhead.patreon.com. I don't know.
For as little as $2 a month, you can get the episode early and an extra episode every month. We do have Threadless, which is threadless.com, which is just ishakemyhead.threadless.com. And get some swag. Because why wouldn't you want Lisa's ugly face on a fucking t-shirt?
I'm a pretty girl.
I'm a pretty girl. You took away my notes.
I didn't do
Dumb
it. You never
shit.
finished your notes.
Yes, I did.
No. And then when I said I made some changes, you decided not to look at all of them. I didn't touch that part.
You.
All right.
Anyways.
And
we
you
just
better
want to
thank John.
Yes, and we want to thank John Domingo for helping us out with our podcast. He is the best kept secret in podcasting.
I'm going to say thank you to John because he had the better baseball team for the last 2 days. My Jays lost to his Phillies. So I can be a big enough person to admit we played like crap and his team played better, but it was close. But it was close.
Right?
Okay. Stay tuned.
All
right, Samantha. It's all we got.
It's all we got.
Right? It's all we got.
Yep.
We're done.
We're done for another week.
Another week.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. All right, Samantha. Friends of the podcast, have yourself a fantastic week. Keep downloading and subscribing. Follow us, like Sam just said, on all of our socials and get your people listening to us. We want to keep growing. So recommend us. Please, come on. How much fun are we? Right? We're just people having fun. All right, Samantha. Always a pleasure.
It should be.
Who's a pretty girl? I'm a pretty girl.